Ooh, the gallery. Oh, screen shaking, screen flashes, oh, vibration. Oh, turn that off. Ooh. Always love when a game puts vibration on, so I can actually tell it. Shut up, whatever. Wait time. Hide. When enabled, use R3 to show hide the main text window control guides in most Wow. Wow. They're gonna do that for the actual fucking collection? Gems. Ooh, arrange. It's arranged. Ooh, what art style do I want? Let's try this one for now. Wow. Wow. Hold on, you could just fucking... Who the fuck would play an Ace Attorney game for the story? Why the fuck would you buy this for like $40 and then you go, yeah, I'm not gonna play it? Huh? Ooh. Yes, I would like to play Ace Attorney Miles Edgeworth Investigations. Yes. I will put this up louder because there won't be voices to be heard. I want to hear this music. Ooh, everything old is new. Episode 1. Turnabout. Visiting. March 14th, 1:16 a.m. Question mark, question mark, question mark? Make sure the defendant is found guilty. What other choice do I have? That's the job of a prosecutor, after all. That may be true, but why? Why go this far? Sorry, maybe I wasn't clear enough, but a guilty verdict is all that matters to me. No matter what the cost. An Olympic swimmer! It's Twink! I'm a prodigy among prosecutors. Always have been. Always will be. March 14th, 2:05 a.m. Prosecutor's Building, 12th floor, hallway. Meh! It's hard to believe that I've been away from my office for a whole month. I hope Detective Gumshoe has been keeping an eye on my office and keeping it clean. The door is unlocked. Detective Gumshoe? What's that smell? It's very familiar. Blood? Oh! What the? What's the meaning of this? Rage! Rage. Identify yourself. Shut up! You've got some nerve committing a murder in the prosecutor's office. Oh! Is that a threat? Let me make one thing very clear. I don't like your tone. What? No one gets away with committing murder in my office. No one. Shut up! Fuck, I'm gonna leave. My name is Miles Edgeworth, and I work as a prosecutor in my local district. Little did I know that upon my return home after a month abroad, I would be thrustled. Why'd I say thrustled? Thrusted into a multitude of cases and some very frantic and busy days. I still haven't nailed down my Edgeworth voice that I was trying to prepare for when I was beating Ace Attorney 3, but oh well. Okay, can I switch here? No, I cannot. I would have to go out of the game to switch it. So let's do let's do this first stream in the new art style, and then I'll do it in the old art style for the chibi. I mean, even though I don't know, I'm looking at this. I think the chibi is all right. I finished photographing the victim's body, sir. Very well. Please continue your investigation. Yes, sir. Dusting balls. Ah! Mr. Edgeworth, sir, are you okay, sir? Keep it down, detective. This is a crime scene. When I heard that the murder had taken place in your office, I ran up here straight away. I still also haven't decided if Dick Gumshoe sounds more New Yorker than he should. This is Dick Gumshoe. He's a detective with the local precinct. And the one they signed to handle this murder case for the time being. I hate this man. You're looking a little pale, sir. You hurt? No, I'm perfectly fine. However, that man isn't. He's been shot. Yeah, look what they did to your office. It's totally trashed. I'll say, culprit sullied my floor with dirt rather rough. No one gets away with tracking mud in my office. Whoa, sounds like you're getting really burned up over this whole thing. This crime was committed in my office, so it is my responsibility to solve it. Just like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, time to do some investigating. Agreed. Our first course of action is to gather relevant facts and leads. We must not overlook anything, no matter how small, if we are to find the truth. So I'll keep any leads or information we find extra in the forefront of my mind. My mind palace. I'm sorry if that was very loud. The mind palace. Oh my god, it's Alan Wake 2. Speaking of things that piqued my curiosity, why of all places did the murder occur in my office? Crime scene, my office! Is it really a coincidence that the murder took place in my office? I get the nagging feeling that this is something important to keep in mind. I'm gonna drink water starting now. I wonder if the me drinking water came across. Also, thank you to Nixon Fitzpatrick for the shout out, and thank you to John Dangle and the Eyes of Sin for following. Yeah, I was wondering that myself, sir. I mean, you can't really say it's just a coincidence, can you? No, not really. Especially because of this. Key to your office? For security reasons, this office's door has a lock built into it. What the fuck do they mean? Oh yeah, every other door in this building has no lock, sir. We're stupid like that. So just gonna be like, but Mr. Edgeworth, every fucking door in existence should have a lock on it. Every single door. Are there any doors in a house that are never locked? So I feel like you'd always want to lock the fucking door. Is there one room in the house that has an unlocked door all the time? What do you mean, sir? If you think about it carefully and use logic, it should become clear to you. I'm evil now. Logic? Like the rapper? By finding the connection between two pieces of information and connecting them, new information is born. That is the end result of using logic. What's a rapper got to do with anything? So, how do you use it? First, I recall the information we gathered with the L1 button. Then I connect them together with the triangle button. Now to use L1 and recall the facts. Oh, my mind. Yeah. Yeah! It connects! Ooh, you lose health if you get the wrong one. Doing things my way. For successfully making connection during logic without using story mode. For security reasons, all prosecutor doors are outfitted with locks. Those are the only doors in this building that have locks on them. I mean, I guess public bathrooms can't be locked, but again, that's in a public place, right? No, wait, though, no, those doors. What am I fucking talking about? Of course, those doors are locked. I'm thinking of like ones that are like they don't have any doors. It's like the ones you find in like giant stores where there's no door; it's just like an open thing. Which means it would have been hard for the murderer and the victim to get in here. Ergo, it's impossible to dismiss the location of this crime as mere coincidence. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking, sir. There must be a reason why someone infiltrated my room. What was the killer after? The killer's goal. Why did this happen in my office? What was the killer after? Me. I'm gonna try and what's that term or phrase where you use when you're like, oh, I'm just gonna throw it out there and see what I can get. Also, why do I have a notification? Hold on, notification. Starting today, will auto generate. Okay, no, I got this like fucking no. 9 hours ago. Did you know that all Twitch merch in the loot cave is 20% off? Oh my god! I'm gonna spitball that. There you go. That's what I was thinking about. I'm gonna spitball some voices I can do Gumshoe. Even though it's kind of late, so I don't want to be speaking like uberly loud. So it turns out someone decided to go to sleep early, so now I can't talk as loud as I want to. You're really on the ball today, Mr. Edgeworth. Did some beautiful logic, sir. Yes, well, when you follow leads into their conclusion, only the truth remains. However, if the information doesn't line up properly, it may stray far from the truth as well. If I think carefully before piecing leads together, logic should flow. Well then, let us shall we? Yes, sir. Hi, prosecutor's office. Oh, I'm so high I smoked so much weed. The basis of any good investigation is to examine everything, sir. I know that. And when I want to examine something, I simply use the X button when I'm next to it. Now, if you ever feel lost and want to talk, just use triangle button, okay? I'll give you some great precise advice as an ace investigator, sir. Something to try later if I have free time, I suppose. Why am I getting pings? Also, yippee! Also, all 4 Dino Crisis fans are gonna be happy. I mean, I guess we did get 2 PS2 games last month. I say last month, we got them this month. I do kind of wish they added at least 1 PS2 game. Come on, you know, you want to give me Eco. Give me Eco, baby. Ooh, that's cool. If you use this, you walk. If you use the D-pad, you walk, but if you use the analog stick, he runs. I don't like how he runs. He looks stupid. He looks like a stupid guy. I'd like to kiss you, Mr. Edgeworth. I mean, Mr. Gumshoe. Let's kiss. Damn, Edgeworth got tight ass. Hello, yes, can I talk to you? Do you have anything to report? Sir, yes, sir. Nothing out of the ordinary right now, sir. And yet, there's something out of the ordinary right in front of my eyes. Oh, that was the officer. I'm sorry. Talk about a contradiction. Something out of the ordinary, huh? Might look around a bit more. Let me talk to Gumshoe. Gumshoe. You want Gumshoe, would you like to touch dicks? You called, sir? Noticing. Is there anything you noticed that you'd like to share, Detective Gumshoe? Just that I rushed over here as soon as I heard there was a murder in the office, sir. The investigation's just gotten started, so I guess there's nothing else to say. So, you're the one that found the body, Mr. Edgewood? Unfortunately, on my return, I found my office door to be unlocked. What awaited me inside was this whole messy affair. Ugh, that's rough. Even though I left the security of this room to a certain detective. Sorry, sir. What investigating? I assume you understand how to conduct investigations, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, sir. Examine everything and everything with the X button. I think I've got the voice. By checking various things out, we can gather all sorts of evidence and information. See the evidence we've collected with R1. For information and leads, it's L1. I'm also British half the time. That's it. Great job, sir. Deductive reasonable is the way to go. But deductive reasonable. It's called deductive reasoning, Detective. Clearly something you lack. Now back to touching dicks. But, hold on. Now we're butt to butt. We're butt to cock, I guess. Now we're butt to butt. Okay, let's go. This is where I like to sleep, Detective. I hope we can solve this case quickly. I'd like to return to relaxing on this sofa. That thing looks a billion times softer than my mattress at home. Can I sit on it too? Just for a little while, sir. Detective Gumshoe, you know I can't allow that. Until this case is solved, neither of us has time to spare, let alone rest. You're right, sir. I'm gonna work hard and be a real trooper to the end. Even once this case is over, I don't think he can afford to take any time off. Oh, he's talking about this fucking gun on the floor. Oh, look at this gun on the floor. Ew. What have we here? Could this perhaps be the murder weapon? If so, it would mean that the killer made their escape after disposing of their gun here. I think I've seen one of these before. Yeah, I remember. I saw this gun 20 years ago. Care to enlighten to me as to where? Oh, I know. I was issued the exact same model, I think. Detective. I don't really like guns all that much. I mean, they're really dangerous. Well, now that I think about it, you do see this model around the precinct a lot, sir. I don't use mine much, except in emergencies, so that's why I didn't recognize it. So it's the same type of revolver as the ones used by the precinct's detectives. Found at the crime scene, and it's the same model as those used by precinct detectives. Yeah. How's it coming along? Please, any absolute silence. Fingerprint lifting is a delicate art. Well, I never. What a bitch. I like to relax on the sofa. Yeah, we already talked about this. Yeah, it has a check mark. Okay, but can I guess I can't look at the safe until I, Is this yet another batch of fresh flowers? The ones that come with the card attached every month like clockworks for you. Yep. Speaking of that, let's see who's on the card this month, sir. All will be resolved. Wendy. Oh, Miss Irony, how painful are thy thorns. Wendy, isn't that the name of the old lady with the whiny voice that stop? That's enough, detective. You need not remind me further. Ugh. The one that has no teeth and is really good at head, sir. Can I talk to Gumshoe? I cannot. I mean, here's the thing. The art kind of looks weird when he's like facing this way, but if he's like facing this way and this way, he actually looks kind of good. It's just when he's sideways. I actually think I like this art style. Ugh. Well, it's a good thing my steel samurai doll was spared any harm. Sir, what are you, fucking 5? Speaking of which, I still haven't actually sat down and watched any of that show. What's it about again? Well, I don't know much about it myself, but the hero of the Steel Samurai, warrior of near Old Tokyo, is the Steel Samurai. And his goal is to defeat the evil magistrate. It's a show geared towards kids. However, its high production values and riveting plot draws in a number of adults as well. Sir, you're just explaining the plot of Kamen Rider. What? That's preposterous, detective. How dare you? Spin-offs like The Pink Princess, Warrior of Literal Old Tokyo, and The Nickel Samurai, along with the deluge of merchandise. Even a new stage show gives it presence. You, sure know a lot. Are you sure you're not some kind of rabid fanboy? Oh, of course not. Anyone that keeps up with society knows at least this much. And that conversation lasted longer than expected. Let us return to the investigation. It's been a while since you sat at this desk. Oh, how I've missed you. Mr. Exworth, why you look in the desk? It's mahogany. Mahogany. So tidy that it looks newer than when I first bought it. Oh yeah, that thing's so polished it makes bears jealous. Don't tell me you had no other work the entire time I was away, detective. My job is to protect your office, sir. And you did such a good job protecting it that a murder occurred in it. That's harsh, sir. I have to admit the desk has never looked better, so I guess I can't dock his pay. Yet. What's the big K for? Oh, it's your trophy. The Night of Prosecutors, right? King of Prosecutors. It's not a trophy, it's a shield. They only send this to the winning prosecutor, right? Yes, but I have no real interest in the perceived worth of other people. As for my own worth, that is something only I determine for myself. And my edge. I need my edge to be worth. That's so slick, sir. I'm gonna have to try saying that sometime. Fortunately for him, his monetary worth is tied directly to his worth to me. And I have all the edge. No! Whatever the fuck this is, it's broken. Watch out for the teacup fragments, sir. Getting so many pings. Oh my god, True Gold Vortex, hello, thank you for the raid. How shitty was the answer? That killer's going to pay this tea set. Yikes. You're really mad over this. Gameplay fun, story bad. Come on, say it, I know you want to say Say the line, Bart! This tea set is very dear to my heart. It can only be bought in England. It's not really bad. Just meh. I mean, I played it. Wasn't like fucking... It's better than Persona 5. It costs more than your whole month's paycheck. What? Now I feel like the killer's wasted one of my monthly paychecks. See this ladder, detective? I use this ladder to look at all my books, detective. Now let's kiss. Okay, kiss him. can't kiss my friend. Let's not look at this body. Body's not important. Your files all over the floor, sir. They probably fell during the struggle between the victim and the killer. Ooh, signs of a struggle. My files are a mess, pointing to the struggle between the victim and the killer. Ooh. Oh, and I tried so hard to keep this place spotless while you were away. I mean, I just rendered all the time and effort I put into pointless. I don't recall ever asking you to clean my room. Well, I water the flowers every day, just like you requested, sir. I just added cleaning to the list as a weekend special. For about a half a day every Saturday, I'd come in and clean this place until it sparkled. Does he have a life? Oh! Now you were knocked over your chess set, sir. I had it all set up, ready for when you got back. I figured we could play a few games. I had no idea you were interested in chess. And now I'm pointing right at your nipple. I'm actually pretty good at checkers, so I thought I'd give chess a try. In that case, I suppose I could set some time aside after we solve this case. Though I don't expect the games to tax my mental acuity much. Man, acuity, that's not a word you see a lot. Alright, let's see. I think I can puzzle some stuff together. Why did this happen in my office? What was the killer after? Well, I would assume these two would fit together. No! These don't fit together quite right. Fuck! No! Alright, anything else? Oh, there's blood. We finished photographing the body, so it should be alright to examine this area. Well, I went over the body and said, why does it look like he was shot in the dick? What the fuck? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Oh, I guess he was shot in the penis, sir. Let's see here. There's blood all over his lower abdominal area. That's what they call the cock, sir. Well, Gold, hope if you ask me, I think you should eat now, because if you end up eating after Grambo's thing, oof, you're not gonna be eating for a long while. So feel free to raid and run. Oh, who am I kidding? You left anyway. Why am I getting so many fucking things, Jesus? It looks like the bullet passed clean through his stomach area, sir, and it hit him right in the balls. In other words, he was shot. Yes, sir. Yep, and until the autopsy's done, I don't think we'll know much about that. Please have the body sent to the morgue once they've done processing the crime scene. Bullet went clean through the victim's abdomen. The body was found at around 2:05 a.m. Ooh. Are you going to be okay keeping track of this evidence we find, sir? Of course. This is the safest way I know to keep track of it all. All right, if you say so. I keep all the evidence I find either in or with my organizer. I want to re-examine a piece, I have but to press the R1 button to open my organizer. The organizer is only for evidence. I keep people's profiles on hand too. It's probably a good idea to make a habit of checking the facts often. Let me see this. Let me open it. Proof of my profession, however, I prefer to keep it in my pocket. So it came through. They're right in his penis. Right in the peanut. Victim in this case. Why was he killed in my office? Who the fuck is this dork? This stupid dork. Dick Gumshoe, age 32, homicide detective at the local precinct, in charge of the initial investigation. Oh, he's so hot. Oh, he's so hot. What do we have here? Hey, I think I've seen one of these before. I think they call it wallets. It's a police detective. Oh, hey, I have the exact same thing, actually. What a coinkydink. Let's take a look inside. Mr. Buddy Faith. It would appear that our victim was a detective, just like you, who According to his badge and ID, Buddy Faith was a precinct detective. I seem to have gathered a few pieces of pertinent information. That'll calmly use some logic and figure out if any of them are connected to each other. Oh, look at the books. Oh, I can't look at the books. Look at his hand. Oh, I can't look at the hand. Can I look? Yeah, look at my books. I don't believe it. I bet those files on the shelf so tight. Not even an earthquake can make them fall off. Just look at them. At this rate, the rest of the files just won't be able to withstand an earthquake at all. I forgot I was reading his Gumshoe. A problem, to be sure. Well, once the investigation is over, we'll put them back on the shelf. Are you not gonna, like, look at the fucking writing on the thing? I guess we're not. I guess we can't read it until he's done. Alright, let's see. Alright, what do we got? Ooh. Oh, there we go. Connect these. There we go. The revolver, the standard model used by detectives. Could it have been belonged to our recently departed? Detective Gumshoe, could you please thoroughly check the victim's body one more time? Yes, sir. Order now, sir. Excuse me, pal. Let's, what do we got here? Sedgwick, sir. This guy's wearing a gun holster. So it appears that our killer somehow managed to take the victim's gun from him. Can we assume that this gun is the murder weapon it was issued to the victim? Let's see what else we can find out about this revolver. Ooh, since the Apollo Justice games and these games are on the DS, we finally get back to moving evidence around. So the original 3 Ace Attorney games, right? Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations, and Justice for All. So all of those were on the GBA, right? And then they got ported to the DS for us. Here's the thing. When the first game got ported to the DS in English, well, I say in English, it was just, for the DS. We happened to just finally get it in English for the first time. Capcom actually added a fifth or sixth. They added a new fucking episode, a whole new case, all that, and everyone's like, okay, cool. And that case is actually really, really fucking good. So I can't wait until Gramble gets to play that. But that was on the DS, so you know what they decided to do? The whole game on DS was just like the GBA. You were using the D-pad, or I guess the stylus to click on stuff. But Ace Attorney, you always had to click on stuff with the cursor. But when they got to the new case, they actually incorporated some stuff that they would incorporate in Apollo and all the games going forward, where you would get a piece of evidence and you had to move it around in a 3D space. And I thought that was really cool in Ace Attorney 1 when I got to play that finally on the PS4. And then the other games did not get any such cases, so it was for 2 games straight. You didn't get anything different, but I would do. I didn't even read that. What did he say? So we saw you've got to look really carefully at each piece of evidence. Oh, it's going to show you. I'm getting a lot of pings today. You can use the R thing to rotate an object. There's no such thing as a bad angle. Use L1 and R1 to zoom in and get out of the nitty-gritty. Whoa. Oh my god. Oh, he's gonna shoot me. Oh. God. I think that it's so easy to take a life just to pull the trigger. I can never see myself really liking guns. Oh, but I love the ones that use the track and field means to start races. If you take off before it's fired, everyone always ends up following your lead. Chase you down for a false start, detective. Now that you mention, even when I finish first, I always wind up in last place. Yeah, look at it. Look at it. Okay. Look at the. Ooh. Looks like only one round was fired from this. So wow. So the killer killed the victim with just one shot after wresting the gun from him? Sounds like the guy knew how to handle a gun, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? We have no proof for now, but that is a distinct possibility. I guess this is about all we're going to find out. We should send the body to... Jim! Why, oh why? How could this happen to a guy like you? Are you alright? Don't touch me. Leave me alone. Just let me be. This is my office. Sorry, but I can't do that. The investigation is still ongoing, so please refrain from touching the body. The body? The body? Don't talk about him like he's just some lump of flesh. Look at him. Jim looks like he just turned it in for the night. Sure. Just in a blood-stained suit, pal. Oh. Where are my manners? Aren't you that prosecutor? Why, yes, I am. I'm Jacques Portman, prosecutor. I would try to do a French accent, but I tried doing that for Armstrong in Ace Attorney 3, and it sucked very badly. Jim here was my partner, Grand Bastille. Oh, oui. Oh. I'm having a stomach ulcer. I'm Miles Edgeworth, and like you, I am also a prosecutor. Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir. What the fuck did you call me? So you're Miles Edgeworth. I guess this is your office. Yes, that is correct. And it was you. You're the one who killed Jim. Hey, don't go around jumping to conclusions, pal. Just calm down, okay? I will not. I know how things work around here. High prosecutors' office doors all have locks built into them. And only the owner of the office has the key to his or her office door. That is correct. However, I was not the one who killed your partner. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth has been overseas on a business trip this whole time, pal. And the key to the door was with me the entire time, okay? So the only one who could get in here was me. Ho, 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 ho. Wait, that means... I'm not sure what that means. So it was you then, you're Jim's killer. No way, pal, you've got it all wrong. Everyone calm down. Oh. Mr. Portsman, correct? If you are a real prosecutor, you should know to stay collected. The investigation has only just begun. Isn't it too early to be drawing conclusions? Alright, I get the point. You're right, my mistake. I tend to get a little too hot-headed sometimes. You sure are one cool customer, though, Mr. Edgeworth. I've never bought anything from you. I'm not your customer, bro. I've heard all the rumors about you. You're the great genius prosecutor. You're something of a legend, you know. Look at my finger. Anyway, let's call a truce and work together, okay? Now, how about a handshake to seal the deal? I'm not touching your fucking hand. Pleasure to work with you. I'm still not touching you. Put that hand away. I'm still not touching you. You guys were conducting your investigation, right? Sorry for barging in like that. Carry on then. It's your room after all. Thank you. I intend to. Oh, I thought he was holding an item. That's just this fucking stupid figure. I just want a little more time to say goodbye to Jim. You there, sir. Ew. Why was that so crunchy? Ew. Ugh. I want you to capture this scene on film for me. My final farewell to my partner Jim. I need more water. Yeah, good photo. This series is gonna have a lot of talking, huh? Mr. Portsman, a word if I may. We're looking in the same direction, but we're talking to each other. Jim, I swear I'll find your killer and bring them to justice. You wait and see. It'll be for both of us. Now then, you wanted to talk to me about something? No, that's alright. I feel like I'm interrupting their conversation. I was coming along. Wait, I need absolute silence. This picture is too important to mess up. I'll leave the man to his art. Motherfucker. Don't touch the body. Finally, I can look at this. Your jacket, sir. What's it doing on the floor? Must have fallen over the wall when the killer tried to threaten me by firing a round. So the killer not only shot the victim, but they shot your jacket as well. They dared to shoot the ultra special jacket that you made your prosecutorial debut in? What if they shot through it? It would have been a disaster. It's not worth getting worked over, Detective. Oh, and there's something more here. Oh? Like what? I take you to haven't noticed yet, Detective. There is a giant contradiction right in front of us. Really? Oh, stupid detective. Did I say contradiction? He must be rubbing off on me. I'm starting to sound like him. My boyfriend. Phoenix Wright, even though I'm not gay. But I have my own methods, and I'll conduct this investigation my way. When the scene for me contradicts a piece of evidence or seems off, that's when my deductive skills come into play. First, I have to point out the spot that holds the contradiction.
Yeah, right there. Right there.
This jacket sure brings back memories. I remember you used to wear this around the time you became a certified prosecutor. It was a present from my mentor. Prosecutor Manfred von Karma, huh? Yes, I don't wear it anymore, yet I can't bring myself to throw it away. Must mean a lot to you, even with the little bittersweet memories it holds. I got an old coat of mine hanging up in my room too, sir. Yesterday was laundry day, so it's just drying off. But you get the picture. No, up. Oh, the bullet. This bullet hole's where the contradiction lies. When I spot something that's off, I should point my cursor at it and press with conviction. Juice. I'm juicy. When I have found sufficient proof to prove the contradiction I presented, this is how I do things. What the fuck was that voice? Why was it so compressed? You just sound like This bullet hole is a contradiction. What do you mean, sir? It's elementary. 2 shots were fired in this room. The first felled the victim, and the second felled this frame. Hey, that's right. However, this gun was only fired once. Hey, that's true too. Which means that one of these bullets was fired from a different gun. Did the killer have another gun prepared for tonight? Other than the victim's gun that I found, could there be any other gun to play in here? I can't read tonight. By the way, I've noticed something, sir. Yes? What's that thing sticking out from behind the frame? Ah, that. It's a secret safe. A secret safe? Ooh. I smell money. I'll spare us the trouble and just say it. Nothing like what you're imagining is inside. Now, if you could kindly move this frame out of the way. Roger that. As you can see, I'm a twink. I'm too not manly to move this thing by myself. Talk about dusty. I suppose that's what happens when I'm not here to dust it once in a while. I had no idea there's a safe here, but I've kept it clean for you, sir. So when did you put this thing in? It wasn't something I had installed personally. Every prosecutor's office has one. Really? I had no idea. Well, only prosecutors are supposed to have knowledge of their existence. So what's inside, Mr. Edgeworth? Right now, nothing. We only use them to store especially important evidence when a trial is in session. That's it? Talk about squashing my hopes and dreams. Each prosecutor has one in their office. Only they know of them. That trial evidence use. Whatever. I want to rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Never knew there was a safe hidden back here. Well, if detectives knew about them, then they wouldn't be secret, now would they? Are there any other secret hidden things in this room? Even if there were, it would defeat the purpose of them being hidden if I told you. So don't bother looking for them. So there's no, hidden camera, right? And what if there was? No, it's nothing. Forget I said anything. I totally didn't jerk off on your chair. Do I even want to ask what he's been doing in my office while I've been away? Oh. Damn it, Gumshoe. Now, this is odd. You found something, sir? This keypad. Don't you find it a bit too clean? Yeah, there's a thick layer of dust all around it, but not on the keypad itself. You there, the forensic scientist. Yes, sir. Can you please dust this area for fingerprints? You got it, sir. Couldn't find, let alone lift a single print. Looks like it was wiped down well. All the fingerprints on this have been wiped off clean. Fuck. Secret safe data. Prints were wiped. No! As I thought, it appears that logic is the only way around this setback. Time to actually calmly connect the dots with the information we have. Logic time, baby! What was the killer after? He was after... Hold on. If I do this... Okay, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's what they came in here for. They came in for my thingy. I believe I've figured out what the murderer was after. Well, what is it, sir? The fact that the safe was wiped clean of fingerprints suggests that the criminal had at least attempted to open my safe, making the culprit's motive for breaking and entering theft, I believe. The culprit tried to open my safe. Was the killer's motive theft? What was it? I wonder if knowing that the motive behind this break-in is theft changes what the other piece of information can tell me about this crime. Get some handcuffs, give me another gun and play here. Let me talk to Gumshoe. Called, sir? The info I gathered. See, I seem to have picked up a few good leads. Oh, so now you're gonna do that thing where you put all the information, right? What are you babbling about? The brainy thing you were talking about just a few minutes ago, sir. Logic, the rapid. You said you can look at all the leads and info by pressing L1. Then you can pick the ones that seem related with X and connect them with triangle. That's your way of investigating, right, sir? Yes, which is why this exercise in explaining my own method to me was unnecessary. Okay, then how do I explain my logic to you next? That is even more unnecessary. I had no idea you had one of those things. I mean, I thought I knew everything there is to know about you, Miss Edgeworth. I feel like I've got a glimpse of the hidden side of Miles Edgeworth. It's a great deal you don't know about me. At least, I hope so. The victim's gun, huh? It's the same model as mine. A tool used to protect lives, yet one that can also take lives away. Those who take a gun in hand wield a great responsibility. I hope you understand that. I don't really use my gun at all, sir. The only time I would use this baby is when I'm fighting a hot duel with a convict to look ultra cool. You were doing so well until that last bit. Body Faith 29. Jock Portman, 29. Hi, Prosecutor, with this prosecutor's office. It's my first time speaking with you. Can I leave?
Let me leave, please. Please.
Do I have to do more logic? Okay. My files are a mess pointing to a struggle between the victim and the killer. Is it... It has to be this, because this one's too, like, vague. Right? Because what the fuck would theft have to be doing with a struggle? I think it would be this. It's gotta be. Fuck. Let's see clear connection between these two pieces of information. Fuck. No! Gotta be something else. Can I talk to this fucker now? No, I cannot. Alright. No! These two then. There we go. I don't know, I thought there was a struggle because they were fighting over one gun. There is a possibility that the files splayed on the floor, not the result of a struggle between the victim and his killer. Oh, you mean like it could have been from when the killer tried to find something, sir? Precisely. Need to figure out if any of the files have been stolen. Yes, sir. I'm gonna show like you've never seen before, even at the library. Sure. Let's give that a try. Can you fucking, like, move over, you fucking bitch? Why do all the good ones always die young? Surely you must ponder that every once in a while, Mr. Exworth. No, I really don't. No matter how much we lament, the dead will not come back to life. All we do now is search for the truth. And, so what are we supposed to do? How do we go about finding the truth? First, we calmly restore the files to their rightful place. You got it. Let me help. So this file goes here, and that book was there. You sure know a lot about where things go, despite it being Mr. Egbert's office. Because I'm the one who keeps it tidy, pal, okay? Whatever. Done. It would appear that the murder was definitely committed here. Ugh, the blood's in the bookshelf is still fresh. Let me see if I can notice anything. one A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E, 1F, 1G, 1H. Alright. The guy fell on the floor, right? The blood on the floor's kinda grossing me out. Detective, I don't think it's time to deal with your weak stomach right now. Ugh. Well, you know I'm no good with blood, sir. Certain there's something wrong with this picture. It says he's wiping his ass. The killer moved the body because it was leaning against the bookshelf. Blood in this guy's pants proves that pretty well. That was Gumshoe talking, in a sense, I suppose. See? I'm not completely useless, Mr. Edgeworth. See, he shitted himself, Mr. Edgeworth. He pooped all over his pants. It appears that the victim was in the sitting position here after being shot. Oh, so that's why it's seated, the victim's pants and blood on it. That would be the logical conclusion. I put them all back just as they should be, sir. Doesn't look like anything's missing. Although it does look like the killer moved the body to flip through my shelves. I wonder if they found what they were looking for. Victim's handprints. So try to support himself with his hands here after being shot. There are prints on the floor, too. Those must have been made when unable to stay standing and dropped to the floor. Hmm. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? Well, let's see what evidence I got. No. Oh. Oh, bullet. This is where the bullet lodged itself after it went through the victim, huh? That was also Gumshoe. If someone says huh, it is most likely the dick. For the bullet to be lodged so squarely in the file spine indicates that the files were ransacked after the shooting had occurred. Then I guess the victim was moved because he was the killer's wife. I was yawning, sir. Alright, I'm gonna do this dumb thing. Okay. Somewhat easier to do than the other game. Oh, I'm gonna deduce this. Is it? It's the revolver? I don't think you really see what's going wrong with that spot. You don't understand? You see, there lies in the contradiction. Mr. Everett, sir, it'd be nice if you just admit when you're wrong. That wasn't a mistake, no. I don't know. I don't know. Miles Edgeworth Investigations, the Ace Attorney trilogy kind of loaded up real quick. I can't look at that. Bowling went clean through the victim's abdomen. Body was found 205. So if it hit him in the abdomen, why is the blood coming out of his ass? The victim, one shot fired. I want to say that it's. Nope. Not that either. I don't want to lose too much health in the fucking tutorial. All right, I'm just not using my brain. All right, think. Why is my computer turning off? I was literally just touching my computer a second ago. Why is it turning fully off? Hello, turn back on, please. Whatever. Why am I getting tired? Okay, well, we have to do something. We can't just like, yeah, there's got to be something to deduce. That's the white. It's not this, right? Not this? No. Is there even a contradiction to find here? Is this gonna be the kind of game where you're like, oh, there's gotta be something here? Yeah, why is it... I hate when my computer turns fully off. It's so dumb. I hate to admit it, I'm already kind of fucking stumped. I'm not thinking. Maybe if we talk to him. Mr. Portsman, a word if I may. Oh, Jim, you laugh, you smile. I've never been able to joke around with you again. But don't you worry, Jim. I'll joke around enough for both of us. You'll see. Not listening at all. Mr. Portsman's off is on his own little world, it seems. Yes, can I have my computer back, please? I don't want to talk to Portsman, I want to fucking look at the body. Something wrong with this picture. What? Okay, I only have one of these in here.
Eureka!
His ass. No. Dang it. What? Wait a minute, hold on. If he shot him, right? If he shot him and he had to stumble, right, he would still be standing, because that's still like, you know, hands length, putting your hands down. So then why the fuck is the bullet up here? I mean, why is the bullet down here if he was shot, like, up here? I mean, they talked about that. Is that... Don't tell me that's gonna be the fucking thing.
Eureka!
Oh, get fucked. Get fucked. God damn it. I was like, they brought it up. Why would I have to point it out again?
What do you mean, sir?
You don't see? Quite simply, the bullet hole itself is too low. The victim was shot in the stomach. The hole should be much higher up.
What if the guy was shot while he was sitting? Lying down, sir.
That would be illogical. The victim leaned against the shelf here after being shot, which suggests that he was standing when he was shot.
Then that means... Wait, what does that mean, sir?
It means you need to use your brain every once in a while instead of mind, detective. In any case, it means someone made a faulty assumption. And it was from this mistake that our current contradiction was born. What is the faulty assumption that caused this problem with the bullet hole position? Position the body... The order of the files, of course. I believe the order of the files is a bit off.
You mean I put them back in the wrong order just now?
Hey, actually, I think the labels on the files are wrong, sir.
Oh? Yeah. See here how the files that were shot begin with the number 0? Those doing all the way down there after 1, 2, and 3. That's a really weird thing.
Actually, the way they are organized now is the correct order. They are exactly as I see them in my mind's eye.
The numbers are all out of order.
Those white binders are special, so they are arranged a little differently. But from this, we know that the files were not in this order when the crime occurred.
Ah, so that's it.
I believe the killer made the same incorrect assumption as you just did, Detective. Let's rearrange the files in numerical order and see what we find out. You think it'd be okay to prop the body up to how it was before we moved it? They finished processing the crime scene, so I don't see why it wouldn't be. Imagine actual prosecutors being like, hey, can we get... Before you guys take it to the morgue, can we, like, position the body? Can we hang them? Can we hang the body? Can we sit the body in this chair? If you please, Detective Gumshoe.
Oh, it's a dead body. I don't like touching.
As I suspected. Oh. I'm seeing something. I'm seeing something over there. As I suspected, the bullet hole is now where it should logically be. They went through my files first before shooting Mr. Faith.
and then put the files back in numerical order, I guess. Exactly. Then proceeded to shoot the victim. Why would someone kill a man, then look through your files one time? Puzzling indeed. Files were thrown into disarray twice, once before and once after the shooting. Why? Now the crime scene is as it was at the time of the murder. Time to give it another look. Oh, I wonder what I should be looking at. As I suspected, what a hole is now where it should be logically complete. And we figured out how the killer went through your bookshelf twice. Indeed, there are many things the killer did that can't make sense, but to figure the whys, we need more information. His handprints belong to the victim, right? They make sense with the body position. Yes, he must have left them when he was trying to support himself after he was shot. However, the final position of the body shows that it was moved. Need to go over this crime scene, fine-tooth comb one more time.
Oh, I clicked the no. Dead.
I like how the hat makes it look like he just has no head. He's looking, he has no head. Why is it drawn like that? There must be some kind of reason as to why the victim's body was moved. There's no time to ponder that now. Let us continue with our investigation. Roger that, sir. I'm ready to go. This? What is that? We totally didn't see that before when we were examining the body when it was on the floor. Why does it say Gumshoe on there in blood? I'd say that's some incredibly incriminating evidence. Yes. Indicative of criminal activity indeed. No, wait, there's gotta be some mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Help me. Say something, sir. It appears that one of my files was stolen. Is that all, sir? What about me and my situation? Is that what the killer was really after? One of the files that were written upon in blood was stolen by the culprit. Investigation completo. Looks like Jim was able to leave us the name of his killer in the end. This most important message managed to reach us. I'm telling you, it wasn't me! You can't be terribly pleased to hear that your beloved partner is the guilty party. You're going to accuse Detective Gumshoe of being the culprit? I sincerely hope you have some proof to back it up. Jim's words, they're more than enough, wouldn't you say? If that's how you want to play it, then at least allow me to understand your reasoning. Let me see if I can make the game go a little bit. Let's see if that does anything. You got it. That wasn't Gumshoe. I don't like this one bit. There's something strange about this man's attitude. There must be some sort of flaw in his logic waiting for me to dig it out. Mr. Hexford, what are you going to do? What I always do in court. I'm going to cross-examine. One way or another, I'll expose a flaw in his logic with this technique. Ooh, how do you do that? Can you explain it to me, sir? I smile. Alright, first I listen to the witness's testimony. I find a flaw in the testimony, something that contradicts the evidence. I open my organizer with R1 and present a piece of a contradictory evidence. To present something, I simply use triangle, but that's old news. It's like there's not going to be a flaw in the testimony every time, right? Correct, and at those times I need to press the witness with the L1. Sometimes by pressing, I can draw out new information, and new or modified testimony. I think I got it, sir. I'll be sure to try this technique out during investigations, too. I don't think you're going to be in investigations too, Gumshoe. Oh. Very well. I'll even show you how it's done. Now, watch carefully. Kiss.
Very important logic. You know what? This guy makes me feel like he speaks Southern, so
Detective Gumshoe, you stole Jim's gun from him and shot him dead. Furthermore, you messed up the files and made it look like you had committed theft instead. That's when you moved Jim's body that was sitting in front of the bookshelf. Thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters his body was hiding. It'll be his final words that he will be brought to justice. You intend to argue that the victim's dying message points to this killer? I can hear Jim's voice, and he's calling me for his killer's arrest. Are you sure you're not mishearing his words, Mr. Portman? There's no way Detective Gumshoe is the culprit here. I will find the flaw in this man's logic and expose it with incredible evidence. Yeah, let's kiss. Let's kiss. You stole Jim's gun from him and shot him dead.
Hold it!
Hold it! You know, there's something I've been meaning to ask. What is it? Why do you call the victim Jim? The victim Jim? And clearly his name is Buddy Faith. Isn't it obvious? Jim is the perfect name for my companion. Jacques and Jim? Don't those two names go together like peanut butter and jelly? But Jim isn't even close to a guy's real name. Well, Jacques and Buddy sounds off somehow. I love how I'm Southern, but I have a French name. That's what makes it funny. Besides, he was third of a bunch of guys I decided to nickname Jim. Talks about the victim like he was his pet. Furthermore, you messed up the files to make it look like you committed theft instead. Do you really think it was necessary to shovel my shelves twice to do that? That's true. Okay, then maybe his real intent was theft. Hey, are you accusing me of stealing something from Mr. Exworth? It's a possibility. Maybe your salary's been cut so much that life is getting a little too hard to handle. I'll have you know that I eat 3 square meals every day, pal. Okay, so all 3 of them happen to be instant noodles, but... Poor thing. What an evil prosecutor you were paired up with. And what a motive, no? That's when you moved Jim's body over sitting in front of the bookshelf, fuck.
Hold it!
And why would Detective Gumshoe do such a thing? Because the body was getting in his way. He had to mess up your bookshelf somehow, right? Anyway. Thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters his body was hiding. Why do you think that the killer didn't notice the bloody letters? The body was covered in it well, wouldn't you say? That's how we missed it. But judging by the way I've seen... But what I've seen, it doesn't take much for you detective to miss it. Who do you think you are? You know something about me, pal? There's a lot a person can understand about another person's first impressions alone. I can't say I disagree with him on that point. What? Why don't you say something, sir? Not you too, Mr. Exley. Despite his lack of attention to detail, I don't believe the detective to be the culprit. Nobody could have overlooked the bloody letters, and I can prove it, with evidence. I couldn't ask for a better setup. The game finishes back. Actually, there's a gigantic flaw in his logic. Gap so wide that even a good detective can spot it. Now to clue Mr. Portsman by presenting him with some evidence.
Hold it!
I like press and everything. Are you seeing that those letters were intended for you? Yep, Jim is an outstanding detective. I would expect no less from my former partner. Looks like Mr. Portsman still doesn't understand. He's yet to figure out the true meaning behind the bloody letters. But he's spinning out over there. Can't you just admit my logic is perfectly sound?
He would have noticed it, considering that one of them is fucking gone.
Objection!
For successfully presenting the correct evidence during a rebuttal without using story mode, thank you for the free trophy. Perhaps you're not aware, Mr. Portsman, but there is a serious flaw in your logic. Bringing a bit of the courtroom into this, I see. No problem. I'm game. I can't help but find it odd. Excuse me? Odd that a fellow prosecutor would be brought down by the power of his own office. What are you talking about? Oh, you're joking, I get it. Ha, ha, ha. You have the time to laugh, then you have the time to take another closer look at this. Do you still not see it? If not, may I direct your attention to the missing file? What? That's impossible. What's impossible, Mr. Portsman? Nothing. Files on that shelf are all about a certain case. When the killer went to take the file after murdering your partner, I highly doubt they could have missed the bloody letters written on the spines. It's possible that they could have taken the file before committing the murder. I think it's pretty obvious that the file was stolen after it was written on. Missing letters in the detective's name when the file should be his proof. Yeah, I mean, the answer's gone. But there's only half an hour. It ain't. If Detective Gumshoe really was the culprit of this case, why am I reading this in the answer? I highly doubt that he could have overlooked his own name written in blood on the files. Especially after as a detective kept in the sight of blood. Oh! Sacre bleu! Which means, what exactly? What does that mean in his dying message, fuck? Means it makes the work of a criminal intent on tampering with the crime scene. That's so low. Can't believe the criminal tried to pin this whole thing on me, sir. I'm gonna get him, sir, you'll see. I'm gonna have them under arrest in no time. Well, Mr. Portsman? Ha 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 ha, brilliant. Absolutely splendid. Largely deserving of Olympic gold, just like the one on my chest. I appreciate the praise, but it doesn't change the fact that your reasoning is flawed. Meh. You win some, you lose some. That's how life goes. Glad everyone's so cheery, even though I feel more dead than alive. But it really is a shame. I really didn't want to have to bring this up, however. Huh? What is it this time? Are you still after me, pal? Humor me for a second. Who has the key to this office? That would be me. But Mr. Edwards just proved that I'm innocent, pal. What the fuck? Bro. That's absolutely right. And I acknowledge your innocence. Why is he so fucking happy about it? He's so happy. Look at him. Then why do I sense that you still have something to say? Oh, look at my titties again. Oh yeah. I was thinking. Did you know there's one other person with a key to this office? One other person? Ooh, yeah. Hey, you there? Yes, sir. What is it, sir? I'm walking over. Would you kindly fetch and escort that lovely young lady here for me? Okay. Lady? The girl is a member of this building's security. Think of her as a material witness. Security? Did you say security? No, stop it, pal, don't. What's wrong with him all of a sudden? Who the fuck is this? I believe she needs no introduction. I have called upon Miss Maggie Bird, a member of security. God damn it, not again! This is the third time! Detective Gumshoe, sir. Maggie. Miss Bird is the security guard on watch tonight. I see. And your point is? My point is that she could very well have used it. And by it, I mean the master key, which can open up all the office doors in this building. What? If you're not the guilty party, Detective Gumshoe, then the only other person with access to this room is Miss Bird. How dare you? I would never sneak into someone's room. That's right. I refuse to believe that Maggie's the culprit, pal. It was me. That's right. I did it. Can we take that as a confession, Detective? Well, it wasn't really me, but it definitely wasn't Maggie, pal. So yeah, it was me. If it was, you'd have no problems with that, right? Please refrain from flying off the handle, Detective. There's no need for such theatrics. Listen to your boss, Detective. He understands what I'm saying here. That girl is the only one who could have committed the crime. It went for simple reason.
Reason for suspicion. It's pretty obvious that Miss one who opened the door. That leaves only Miss Bird as our prime suspect. On top of which, she knows our good detective, doesn't she? Making it all the more probable that she was the one who faked the dying message. So you're saying she used the master key? Master key jotted down on my organizer. This can operate every office door. Its use is controlled by security staff. Incredibly incriminating evidence, wouldn't you say? That's what you claimed about the evidence earlier as well. That was then, this is now. The flow of a good match always changes during a rally. It's all about your reflexes and reaction time, especially for an athlete like me. What if there was anyone else other than Miss Bird who could have used the master key? Seems the only way to get Mr. Portsman to give me more details is to press him. Ready to force suspicion? Pretty obvious Miss Bird snuck into your room using the master key. Is it obvious? Are you sure Miss Bird is the only member of security who could have used the master key? There's only one other person on staff at this time of night. Tonight, she's it. Isn't that right, Miss Bird? That's, true, but I wasn't able to use the master key at the time of the crime, sir. Wasn't able to? What's that supposed to mean? Sir, I was taking a big massive fucking shit. Yes, moving on. I need to get sidetracked by something unrelated.
What do you mean unrelated? I want to hear what she has to say, pal.
But you can't really trust enough to tell lies. Plus, I hate wasting time. Should I hear Miss Bird out? Ask for more details.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Not so fast.
I, too, am interested in hearing what Miss Bird has to say. Didn't I just say it would be a waste of time? We don't need to hear lies.
I'll be the judge of that.
Miss Bird, if you please. I discovered that the master key was missing at around 1 a.m., sir. What do you mean by missing? As in, it wasn't anywhere in the security booth, sir. The killer must have stolen it. Mr. Portsman, I believe this has been processed, but don't you? I can't believe that someone like you would be interested by such words. I'm not lying, sir. If that's the case, then I'd like to know, why do you have a master key now? I don't quite know. It just reappeared all of a sudden, sir. A likely story. And where's your proof that the key was stolen to begin with? I bet you just forgot where you put it and then found it again. I never lose things. I can practically guarantee that. With me, if something disappears, it's usually because someone stole it.
Yeah, pal. Trust me, you don't want to test just how bad our luck is.
Fortunately, I can't deem this piece of testimony as conclusive. Glad you agree, Miss Edgeworth.
But... You still haven't established Maggie's motive for breaking into Mr. Edgeworth's office.
Motive? Didn't we already establish that it was theft? I mean, the culprit clearly went through the bookshelves and at least tried the safe. It is
as Mr. Portman says, Detective. I cannot ignore the fact that all the evidence points towards a motive of theft. But I'm done taking blows. It's time to counteract with a few facts of my own. Yes.
Hold it!
I concur that the culprit's motive appears to have been thievery. However, glad to hear that the great Miles Edgeworth is in agreement with little old me. Ooh. My pitch is sweaty. Let me just air them out. Why? However, with regard to the investigation of the bookshelves and safe, hey, good thinking. Ask for my opinion on the matter. If he does this makes me
think that I should voice him like Johnny Bravo. You know what? I'm gonna do that because it's also a little bit southern.
Would it be too much for you to allow me to complete a full sentence?
I mean, if Detective Gumshoe wasn't the one who opened the door.
Hold it!
No, I like the one where he sounds like a little Texan twig. I thought we'd established Detective Gumshoe's innocence pretty thoroughly. It was just a theory, one hypothesis among the many possibilities. I mean, if I had my doubts about Miss Bird from the very beginning. That's the case, then why didn't you mention her first? Now, don't make that face. See, there goes the truth, running the other way. Let's pick up the pace and see if we can't catch up to him. I don't think you're catching my drift. But we are in agreement that the detective isn't the killer, right? If so, then I hope you understand what I say. That since she's the only one who could have opened your office door,
Then that leaves only Miss Bird as our prime suspect.
Hold it!
Don't you think it's a bit early to be jumping to conclusions? Are you saying that there's another way to open the door other than with the master key? Oh, I get it. Perhaps you've had a spare made for someone else. I'll have you know, I have never made a spare, so what are you insinuating? Nothing. Guess I should have known better than to suggest that someone like you would. On top of which, she knows our good detective, doesn't
Hold
she?
it!
Isn't there anyone in this district who hasn't at least heard of Detective Gumshoe? I got a burp. Ugh.
Good point. He's practically a celebrity among us prosecutors. Among us. He said among us, sir. Oh, that's fucking brilliant. That's fucking funny. Really? I never knew I was talked about so much, sir. We're holding our collective breath, you know. For when you screw up so badly that you literally chase off the force. Wait, what? Is that true, Miss Edgewood? Of course not. That's hogwash. Don't fucking Trump. Ooh, don't skip like that. Almost had a heart attack there. Make it all the more probable that she was the one who flicked the dying message.
Hold it!
By dying message, you mean the bloody letters that spell out Gumshoe?
I figure that whoever wrote his name must have wanted to frame him. Just like the act of choosing his name is proof enough that the two knew each other well.
Mr. Edgewood, what are you waiting for? Hurry up and present some evidence.
I would love to, but first we should listen a bit more and digest what he's saying, and press him for more information.
Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's see what I got. 205. How do you know about my shelf?
Objection!
You should continue insisting that Miss Bird was set on stealing something.
Why not? It's the truth after all.
Yeah, I fucking knew it. I was like, wait a minute, how the fuck does he know about the safe? He was too busy looking at the body.
It's also by your logic that we came to the whole thievery conclusion anyway. That may be, but you must also be aware of the fact that the safe is a secret safe. The existence of which is only privy to prosecutors.
Oh.
I find it a little hard to believe that a hidden safe was a part of her cunning plan. But she could have found it by accident, while she was turning everything upside down.
I highly doubt that. Actually, the culprit knew exactly what they were looking for. After all, only the bookshelf and the safe were targeted.
Yeah.
Yeah, even I didn't know about that safe, pal. And that means that there's no way Maggie could have known about it either.
Then are you proposing that the killer is a prosecutor?
Interesting conclusion. That's definitely looking more and more probable. What's wrong, prosecutor? Do you have a different suspect in mind now?
Curses, why? What made you...
What's with the angry face all of a sudden?
It's all my fault.
What do you mean?
It's Jim. He knew about the existence of the secret safes.
What did you say?
We were partners, like inseparable joined twins. That's why I told him. I filled him in on the secret safes.
Then that means...
Yeah, I know. I had only just told him, too. Obviously, it was wrong of me to tell him. I still can't quite believe it, but the thief who broke into your room was probably Jim.
I was claiming that the victim was the thief?
And you were simply trying to stop him, weren't you? Miss Maggie Bird. Excuse me? I mean, you are a security guard, right? That's your job. But killing is going a bit too far, even in your risky profession.
What the? You're still accusing Maggie of the murder?
Yes, and no. I mean, she had stumbled upon Jim, who had probably dropped his gun. I get it. It was self-defense, wasn't it? No, I couldn't. I could never do something like that. Not even as a security guard, sir. I have to speak really slow so I can catch up with the dialogue.
Plus, even if he was a thief, he wouldn't have had a key to this office.
Which is precisely why he had to steal it. What did you say? Remember when you said that the key was stolen and I said that was bullshit? Now I'm saying that was true. How are you guys literally not suspecting me of doing the murder? It was clearly so master key. Ah! Pretty impossible for a supposedly stolen key to be here with us. Unless you retrieved it from Jim after you killed him. Mr. Portsman, are you honestly accusing your own partner of being a thief? I don't want to admit it, but it's the only way for everything else to make sense.
Hold on. Hold on. Yes.
Has he no honor?
Now then, I think we're done here. The investigation waits for no man. Wouldn't you people be so kind as to see yourselves out?
You can't kick us out. This is Mr. Edgeworth's office.
But I'm the one who's been assigned to this case. You are all suspects of varying degrees, and therefore ineligible to run this show.
Listen, pal, how many times do I have to say this? Maggie can't be the culprit. Detective Gumshoe, calm yourself. But sir... We have no choice but to accommodate his request. For now.
Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. At least one of you understands. Now then, if you can remove yourselves from my crime scene, I'd be most grateful.
Mark my words, Mr. Portsman. We will meet again.
If that's a formal request from the legendary prosecutor himself, then I suppose so. Now don't disappoint me, you hear?
Yay, good time to be continued. Great time to fucking... Save. Let me save. Yes. Yes. Alright, good a time as any to stop. We're gonna raid straight into Dr. Grandpa, unless he takes 500 minutes to start a stream. Actually, you know what? We'll raid him now. He's doing some more Control, and he's doing the Alan Wake DLC. Ooh, good timing too. Alan Wake, the Lake House just got announced for October. I was thinking I'm kind of might want to stream that. Was I streaming that? No, I streamed. No, I was streaming after. No, no, I was already streaming by the time they announced it. I think, or was I? I don't remember. Anyway, I might stream that DLC, even though I haven't streamed any of the other parts of Alan Wake, 2. You know what? I might do it. Alright, we're gonna raid in. Hope you guys have a nice time, and I hope you guys will stick around, because Dr. Gramble's very cool. He's a very cool man. Very hot, very sexy, very cool man. Alright, I hope you guys have a nice time. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your week, and we'll be back tomorrow. You know what? Since this one was short, I might just stream twice tomorrow. I say that, and then I probably won't. So we'll either do more Miles Edgeworth, or we'll do more Dark Souls. See you guys tomorrow. Bye bye. Bye bye.